And we hit the big 25 mark. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to F1 Manager 2022, as we are still kicking off the 2023 season here with Mercedes. Off to Saudi Arabia up next. It's a quick turnaround out of Bahrain. Going to have the new chassis unveiled the same day we head there, but won't be ready until Australia. That should hopefully get us to speed up to speed a little bit better, as currently still the third fastest car on the grid. It's still Red Bull leading the way, as well as Ferrari. George finished third. Guy's second podium for the team, third of his career. It's very good, but Lewis finished down in P5. Valiant effort from George, by the way, coming back from a major lockup that sent him way down the order. Everything should kind of equalize a little bit out here in Jeddah. It's going to be just a one-stopper. I believe it's going to be a one-stopper. Red Bull won here last season. Hopefully we could cut into their lead, stop the bleeding a little bit. Again, we are expected to finish second in terms of the constructors this season. Right now we're just about tied with Ferrari. This should be pretty quick here, with their cornering abilities, but we're right behind them in terms of cornering. It's just, our engine and the top speed of the car that's pretty slow and hampering us. But yeah, new chassis should help, and we also have a major underfloor upgrade in the works. Don't know when that's going to be ready by. I think even after Australia, maybe race 4, race 5 of the season. But anyways, enough blabbering here. Off to Saudi Arabia. Actually, I forgot, we can just emergency manufacture these so we can have them available in time for the Grand Prix. That's okay, we got plenty of money in the bank. It's going to go against the cost cap, but that's okay. So we got 4. Let's go ahead, throw these new ones on. It's going to help the cornering ability a little bit, help the top speed a little bit. All for it. There we go. We're going to work on a new car part as well. Can't work on any research yet because we don't have the new regs available. Let's see. Work on some new side pods. But we burnt all our stuff. So you know what? We're actually going to wait a little bit and see. Can we have more engineers? Yes, we can. It's going to help a little bit. Cut down the cost a little. So, okay. Now we're ready. So, Q1's in the books here at Jeddah, and a bit off from where we need to be. P6 with Lewis, P7 with George. Lewis about tied with Bottas there for 5th, but it's Red Bull and Ferrari leading the way. Verstappen fastest Q1. Should be able to get both guys into Q3, no problem. Let's go to our last flyer. So traffic played a decently big factor on our first flyer there, as Lewis on the outside looking in, but so is Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen for that matter. Leading the way is Alfa Romeo. That's not going to last for very long. George even got held up in traffic a little bit, so he's currently P4. So what you're seeing there in the top left, not going to be similar to what you're going to see here in a little bit. As you see, Verstappen already purple in Sector 1. Lewis improving in Sector 1, so that's good. He's got clear track ahead of him, looks like, so. We got Red Bull actually a little bit ahead. Nothing that should hold Lewis up, though. See, George also improving in Sector 1, very good. Looks like everyone's improving here. Looks like straight line speed's definitely key, because again, Ferrari's got a better handling car than Red Bull, but Red Bull's the king in terms of straight line. So even though this track's just a bunch of straights, even back in Bahrain, Red Bull's the fastest. So anyways, see what everyone works out here. Lewis across the line, bumps up to P3. Pretty good lap there. George sliding down the order. He should improve though. And he does P5. Which is still slower than the Alfa Romeo. Here comes everybody. See if Bottas can jump us by a 10th. And he doesn't. So eliminated there. Both McLarens, both AlphaTauris, and Kevin Magnussen. All right, here we go. Top 10 shootout for the pole here at Saudi Arabia. Verstappen leading over Leclerc over Perez. Sainz had a bit of a bobble on his lap, so he's down P6, but got our guys with George leading Lewis P7 over P8. If we could jump Bottas, that'd be great. Definitely going to have to jump Alonso here. Relatively clear track in front of Lewis, so should be uninterrupted there. George, meanwhile, well, he's got clear track as well. See if we're improving. Yes, we are with both drivers. Sainz jumps to the P4. Final corner coming up for Lewis. Jumps on P5 around Bottas, very good. Hope he doesn't jump back. Oh, he already finished his lap. George, meanwhile, up to P8, so still slower than the Alphas. Ocon, I don't think is going to improve. He does, but stays P10. So Verstappen, your pole sitter, over Leclerc and Perez. So we're going to do what we were doing at the tail end of Season 1. We're going to go split on the strategies. George, we're going to start on the medium tire and go to the hard. Next, we're going to extend this opening stint for him just a little bit, just to save the little bit of the hard tire at the end. So there we go. You to push and deploy from the beginning. Lewis, we're going to start on the hard and go to the medium. And this way we can push a little bit at the end. Bring it back a little. Let's keep it like there. That should be good. Alright, push on the fuel and deploy. And off we go to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
So last week, Charles got a good jump on Max off the get-go.
And away we go.
I don't know if it's going to be the same this time. Actually, Perez might get... No, actually, Leclerc's going to slot in P2. George moves up P7. Lewis up to P5. That'll help matters. So both drivers gaining a spot from the get-go here.
Moved up a place.
Verstappen gets a clean getaway over Leclerc and Perez. Let's take a look at everyone's tire strategy here. Kind of split up at the front. Verstappen, Leclerc on the medium. Perez, Sainz, Hamilton, Bottas on the hard. Two drivers on the soft tire, Magnussen and Schumacher. So they're going for a two-stopper, looks like. Don't know why. But not our team, not our problem. Bit of a gap forming behind Lewis, back to Bottas and George. That's okay. So we go coming around the final corner. And save that for now. We'll wait for DRS to open. We'll use the overtake with George. Set the back neutral for Lewis as well. You can hang back in the draft of these two. As long as we maintain contact, that's what I meant to say. With the DRS train here, should be okay. Be a nice 5-car breakaway. Looks like the gaps in between cars are well under a second. We should be able to hang on okay. Gap from Lewis to Valtteri, still about a second and a half. Sector 2, someone locked up. That appears to be an Alpine, maybe. Car in the wall.
Copy.
Yeah, it was Ocon, looks like.
Crash
Turn 13.
Now have a watch of this. Looks like Ocon.
Goes on his own, looks like. Slacks up, straight off.
Clearly something went very,
Just
very
boop.
wrong there.
Lightly in the wall. No safety car. Way too early to pit anyway. Way too early. This one through the excess, put that back to balanced.
Increase in lift and coast just a little.
Understood.
I have to burn this up a little bit just to get back up there. That's okay. Back to about a half second now. That's all right. George still trying to get around Valtteri, but DRS going to be open now. So how it matters.
Use DRS.
Maybe we'll just get with DRS and not even have to use the overtake with George, so we keep saving that. Ocon back in the pit. We changed out the wing there. Yep, notice that hard tires. Just gonna get that damage all repaired. George finally getting around Valtteri. As almost losing touch with Lewis to these 4 up here. We're still in DRS, so should close a little bit as they're all fanning out. There you go, brings us right back up to Perez. Leclerc grabs the lead. It's going to be a DRS breakaway up here. It's looking 3 wide. And back out of that. Hopefully George can jet away a little bit. Let's go deploy. Let's form a little gap here. Jets. Off you go. Jumping ahead just a smidge. Perez just did a double overtake to the lead. He's the defending winner of this race. So now for Red Bull 1-2, Ferrari 3-4. Lewis still hanging on at the back end here. Never been able to move up higher than 5th, but that's okay right now. Just running very neutral in terms of pace on the tires, in terms of fuel and ERS. George enjoying a nice little 2.5 second gap to the cars behind. He's got clean air. Keeping him neutral as well. Did burn up our excess fuel. That's okay. All looking pretty good here. Still skipping ahead a little bit. Not much excitement going on. It was still hanging out behind these guys. But what I want to do is let's just see if we can try anything. Let's try an overtake.
And think about left lift and coast.
Understood.
Kind of have a glass half full moment here because last season in Saudi Arabia we were running, about the same P5, P6, but considerably off the lead pack. So for us to keep hanging on at the moment, I'm pretty encouraged by that. I do wish we were a bit faster out of the gate, but looking decent so far. George, that gap to the cars behind still 2 seconds, and he's got about 8.5 or 8.5 seconds to get up to Lewis, so still a nice little gap right there. Just Just waiting on our underfloor upgrade. We're really getting any closer here, are we? See if we can try some down the front straight here. Problem is, everyone's got DRS open, so we can't do anything really. Yeah, so that's actually going to burn up the ERS. Oh, we're taking a look. Swoop down the inside. Is that a 2-for-1 special? You're going to get a 2-for-1 special. It's for Verstappen back to the lead. Oh well. And that was my attempt to at least trying something there.
Okay.
Hopefully didn't shake Sainz off Perez though. Should be able to get back up there, no problem. Tire-wise, George about halfway to his pit stop. Lewis like a third of the way to his pit stop. Magnussen coming in early. Again, he was on the soft tire though, same as Mick Schumacher. Got something going on in Sector 1. Something about Lando. Multi-car crash. Is it a safety car? Schumacher also pit from the soft. What happened here?
Now just take a look at the McLaren.
McLaren ran out for Tory. Ooh, took out Vettel, I think.
Goodness me, that
Big
is
crash.
a serious collision.
Well, it is going to be a safety
safety
car. Problem is, it's way too early for us to pit, though. I don't think we can make this work.
We've had a big crash here.
Understood.
Yeah, back that down. Just conserve for now. I don't think there's any point in pitting just yet. And I don't think anybody from the lead's going to do it either. Just have to see. Take a look at the leaders. I don't think anyone's going to move here. Nope. They're all staying out. We're staying out back here. Don't think anybody's coming in at all. So it should be all good for the restart coming up. See if we make another push up here. Stay with the train. Cars coming in right here. Let's get ready to push. Not going to push on the tires because you see people are having a habit of just absolutely demolishing it. So here we go.
So use those tires.
Copy.
Certainly push on the fuel. Got a lot of excess there.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
Just stay tight on these guys right here. Restart order. Verstappen get away from McLaren, Perez, and Sainz. We're going to hang on P5, P6 here. Hopefully have George join the train up here. Hope we get away from Alonso by the time DRS reopens. These extra few laps probably help the tires a little bit, so very good. Looks like there is a decent gap forming between George and Alonso. That's exactly what we need right now. Yeah, now the gap's 1.5 seconds. George still hanging out right behind Lewis. This will actually dial the ERS back a little bit. But if George keep pushing a little bit just to maintain contact. Just probably want to set him in neutral. Just have him push on the tires for a lap. Hope he doesn't bin it.
Pick up the pace.
Copy.
happy with that. We can actually help back it off again. Problem is losing contact with Lewis a little, so we're going to have him push to get back up there.
And we'll push.
Don't want him to fall too far off. DRS should be reopened right here. There we go.
DRS has been enabled.
Pit window going to open up for George soon. Luckily, we saved some tread on the safety car, so it should be fine.
Tires again. Oh,
It's okay, close the gap a little bit, so it should be fine. Good gap here. We'll get DRS down the back. And gap from Russell to Alonso, 2.5 seconds. Should be working just fine right here. Might be loosening now a little. They're going 3 wide. That should close us up again. There we go. That's taking the gap from Russell to Fernando, now up to 4 seconds. So pit window now open for George. Do you think it's too early? Probably go optimal laps 21. Probably go 22 or 23 to bring him in. So preferably, I'd like to dump him out right behind one of the Williams to get some DRS right back. We're going to need a couple laps to build that gap up. All right, Verstappen coming in the pits. I think it's way too early. Lewis grabs fastest lap, very good. Alonso Ricardo also coming in the pits.
Verstappen in the pit lane now.
Yeah, I do think that's a bit early. Just stick with DRS here, just pull away. See where those 3 actually come out. Actually just behind Sonoda. So actually Max is probably going to end up okay out of this. We'll just keep getting DRS off this lead pack though. Alright, Leclerc now coming in the pits to answer Max's pit in. On the hard tire he goes. Verstappen still trying to get around the Williams and the Aston Martins. He'll get here with DRS. We got double overtake as well. Well, we'll see. Let's see where Leclerc comes out. Exit the pits now. Ooh. AI's a bit clunky there, but Leclerc does not pay off there. Going to lose a large chunk of time to Verstappen. The AI is just real clunky with that. Oh, do not lose DRS, man. Gotta get up there. Let's deploy a little bit. There we go. Optimal lap, that's nice. We're not pitting yet. Lewis taking a look down the inside. Oh, it's going to be tight. I don't think he's going to get it there. I'm still hanging alongside him. Lewis up to P2, very good. Still got George right behind Sergio.
This is awesome work, Lewis. Come on.
I'm getting a good feeling. Verstappen and Leclerc still fighting.
Position gained for
They got around Albon, but they still got Williams and Aston Martin and Joe in front of them. Someone spun. That was Mick Schumacher, looks like.
Yellow at 13.
Take a look what
Let's take a
happened.
look at the replay. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher,
And
and yes, that's
well,
where they spin
didn't hit
out.
anything. Bit of a weird spin though. That's one way of getting around Williams for both Max and Charles. Let's get the wing open on Carlos, see if he can make a move. Took a look. Nothing there. Ooh, Perez double overtake there. George was taking a look on Lewis himself.
Red Bull gained a place.
All right. Let's have George hang on here. We'll bring him in right here. Let's deploy a little bit. See if we close the gap up. Go, wings open. Alright. Let's prep the pit stop right here, go on the hard tire.
So you're boxing.
Hopefully get out ahead of Sonoda right there.
Yes, box.
Here comes George into the pit lane. Hard tires going on. 2.8. Still need some work. Should have a real good stop right here. Actually exits P7 well ahead of Verstappen and Leclerc. Hell of a stop. See if he can deploy some of the ERS there. See how quick we close the gap up to Magnussen. Let's also push on the tires for a lap as well.
We're going to push hard.
Copy.
So Verstappen and Leclerc, they're still stuck behind Tsunoda and Zhou. We know how good their pace is though, so. Gap from Russell and Magnussen, 4 seconds. Should continue to close. Lewis still scrapping with these two up here. So they're 10 seconds clear of the Alfa Romeos. These two are still stuck. That's amazing. And we know the Williams and the Aston Martin aren't that good in a straight line, so not sure how they're still stuck, but we'll take it. Pretty happy with a couple laps of pushing we did on the tires with George. Gap to Magnussen now under 2 seconds. Should get to the DRS here in a little bit. Verstappen and Leclerc still held up. 13 seconds behind George. I think up here with the top 3, it's going to be a matter of who blinks first. If anything, they're probably going to come out just behind George. Especially once George gets the DRS off of Kevin here. Window's still not open yet though, so. Probably bring in Lewis on his initially scheduled optimal lap at 31. Just right out the front of George's car though. There's Kevin Magnussen up there on an older set of hard tires. Close and quick. I don't know if it's got DRS open yet. Yes, he did. Lewis had a bad lap there. They were considerably off. We still got DRS open. He should close up no problem, but that was a bit concerning how much time he lost there. Go, wings should be open down the front straight here. Get pass? No? Okay. Shouldn't need the help, but
Overtake
okay, we'll
as
put
well.
overtake on.
Copy.
So Verstappen finally got around them, and Leclerc still working on Zhou, but Verstappen's finally cleared Zhou, but still like 2 seconds behind Latifi. Ooh, there goes Magnussen off. Pressured him there.
Is that a lockup? Let's
See what
take
happened
a
there. I
closer
don't know if he
look.
hit anything.
All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
Just whoop.
Just a bit too heavy
Nope.
on the brakes, and they
Just gets in there a
blocked
bit
up.
too deep. So George's got 5 seconds to go up the field to get to the Alfa Romeos. Sainz, Perez side by side again. They're just still scrapping. Should have Lewis coming in about 3 laps here. All right, Eamon, I'm bringing in Lewis right here. Let's go ahead and get this set to go to the mediums.
We have your pick confirmed.
So this lap.
Should come out maybe right where George is at. Hopefully get a little bit of an undercut on Perez and Sainz. Although if either of them pit as well, that'll help us because we'll have a drafting partner. Just in case we miss the window with George a little bit, or miss the exit with George. Verstappen stuck behind the 2 Haas cars, looks like. Magnussen got back around Latifi. Here comes Lewis now. So Verstappen shouldn't be a threat to George or Lewis. We're in medium tire on. .9, slow stop for Lewis there. Should get out ahead of George though. That's gonna be tight. Ooh, come out right at each other. Did hold up George. Did hold up George with the pit exit, but P5, P6, pretty good exit there. Push on the mediums for a little bit. Looking good. See if this undercut works with Lewis. All right, Perez and Sainz both answering the call now. They're both coming to the pits. Medium tires for both. Perez gets the jump. Lewis might be able to get the both of them here. Let's see. Yes, he does. Just barely. I have George just about on the back end of Sainz here. But Sainz about over a second off of Perez, so it might end up being a 2-car breakaway between Lewis and Sergio here. Both Alfa Romeos still leading, as we are closing on them quick. Actually, they'll be coming here in just about another lap, or we'll pit one of them. Looks like a clear got around Verstappen. It's still working on Latifi, though. Oh, we got him that time. Speak the devil. Perez got the wing open, trying to get around Lewis. Not going to happen there. Still close on the Alphas. Oh, they're going to double stack him. I don't know why the AI does this. Because you know you're going to lose a lot of time. But Bottas is going to pay for that.
Losing ground.
Still happy with the guaranteed podium, though, as long as nothing happens. Oh well, they're going to be way down the order anyway, so not paying that much attention. Lewis had a forceful pass back there. Putting a lot of distance on both Sainz and Perez. Let's see what happened there. They caused them to slow down.
Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Good pass, looks like final corner. Oh. This scrubbed all Sergio's momentum there. That was weird.
Moving up a position. Just incredible maneuvering. The team watching on and
Hopefully Lewis can keep building that gap. But again, we know how fast the Ferrari and the Red Bull are, so hopefully they can keep holding each other up. That'd be nice. That'd be quite nice. Well, I think we do that once ago last. They're already back in DRS range. 15 to go. So hoping they'd hold each other up. That's not the case. They just slingshot by each other. So Verstappen got back around Leclerc at some point. It's Magnussen now pitting again. So Verstappen out to P7 with fastest lap. And Leclerc P9. Don't think they're going to get to us at any point. Should at least make it up to Gasly though. Ocon does have to pit. Oh well, these guys catch back up. See if we can hold the ball for the DRS once they get back up here. Come down the front straight. I think they might fan out 3 wide here maybe. No, I'm still hung on. Okay. Just waiting for another DRS zone here. George complaining about the tires getting warm. They're going to be fine. Looks like the degradation rate looking pretty good. Don't get DRS open. Sergio looking on the inside. No, fending them off again. It's working out pretty well for Lewis. Just hanging on to the ERS for now. Towards the end, we'll either have to defend or overtake. Go, wings are open. Still hanging on. Neat. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Final corner, there he goes, and they're going to get DRS as well. As long as we can hold off Sainz there, we'll be okay. Actually, that might be the race-winning move, because well ahead now.
Red Bull gained a place.
Gonna have to get back up there with DRS. Yeah, that might be the race-winning move for Sergio Perez. It's looking like we'll probably end up winning Saudi Arabia again. George had to lock up. Come on.
Let's have a look. Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Well, weren't even pushing with him.
Wide, way wide.
They didn't hit anything. And hopefully, still plenty clear of pure gas, so that's okay.
Oh, big lock up there.
Oh, no, that was us. Never mind. Just don't do it again. That's all I ask for. I want to harvest a little bit of this just in case someone catches up. I don't think they will, but just in case.
Negative.
Yep.
Lewis gets back up around Carlos. But yep, Sergio still at 1.3.
Such an awesome job, mate.
Good news, we caught back up. We let Sainz go by. Well, I didn't actually choose that. Sainz went by on a pretty clean overtake. on DRS down the front stretch previous lap. Just kept using his momentum to get back in the DRS range of Sergio. So with that, Sainz now back to the lead. And we're back with DRS. It's going to work out perfectly here. Probably going to charge the pack with Lewis a little bit, just to save up as much bad as we can for a final push with like 2 laps to go or 1 to go. George, meanwhile, still fall back a little bit, 13 seconds off, but 9 seconds back's Gasly. Not too worried about them. But Verstappen and Leclerc are catching slightly there, so skip ahead a few more laps. Still tied up here with 7 to go. George still falling back, but kept Gasly still 9 seconds. As Leclerc and Verstappen about to climb their way up to DRS range. I will gladly take a guaranteed podium for this race. As, ooh, might be taking a look for second there. Nope, not there. But we're going to be setting ourselves up nicely. Probably going to have to get up to P2 to make this work, though. But I think we'll take what we can get here. I have to make a move in 2 laps. Ooh, making a move here. Trying to get to P2. I just don't think we got the acceleration to make that work. It's like that's nearly the move we needed. Oh, come on, Lewis. Well, there goes a chance for the victory. I weren't even really pushing there on the tires, so oh well.
They've locked up and gone straight on.
Should go for fastest lap. See if we can steal that away, maybe. Actually, no, they're gonna be faster with the toe anyway, so there's no point. Oh well. 2 to go for the lead battle here. Sainz now chasing Perez. Lewis sitting tight P3. George P4. 8 seconds clear of Verstappen. Rest of the points paying positions. Pierre Gasly P7. Fernando Alonso P8. Valtteri Bottas rebounds P9. Daniel Ricciardo hanging on P10. Let's take a look. Big DRS zone coming up here. Might lunge down the inside maybe. Nope. Oh, okay. That was a weird move. One to go for Perez now. Lap traffic might come into factor here. I think. Is that Schumacher? No, I think he's too far up the field. Verstappen and Leclerc look like they're engaged in battle now as well. Gas is hanging out right behind them. We got 1 DRS, so actually 2. There goes Carlos. Oh, Sergio fighting back though. This is the last DRS zone to make it work. Wings open. Don't think it's going to be enough. Look around the outside, maybe. Nope, not going to do it. So Carlos Sainz going to take the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix unless Sergio gets a last-second move. He does not. Come Lewis cross line, though. 2 podiums in 2 races for the team. Lewis won his first podium of the season.
Now.
Thank you so much for continuing to push this year. I'm so inspired by you guys.
And here
we can do
comes
this.
George.
Okay, we'll have a chat later.
Cross the line P4. And Verstappen Leclerc. Verstappen gets over Leclerc. So pretty pleased with that result. Rest of the top 10 there. Pierre Gasly P7. Fernando Alonso P8. Bottas P9. Ricardo P10. Sainz had the fastest lap. Rest of the positions. Lance Stroll, Ocon, Magnussen, Norris, Latifi. The Aston Martins, the Williams, and then Vettel, who had crashed out. Driver standings now. Verstappen hanging on to the lead. Carlos Sainz jumps up 4 spots to be just behind him. George falls 1 spot to 4th. Lewis falls 1 spot to 6th. Leclerc falls 3 spots to 5th. It's pretty tight up here, but it's only been 2 races. Constructors. Red Bull, 66 points is your leader. Ferrari, 6 points behind. And we are 8 points behind them with Mercedes. So looking at it here, we're going to have a regulation vote ahead of the Australian Grand Prix. Let's take a look at our inbox. Hopefully they're happy. Difficult race. Well, we'll be fine. They still got high confidence. That's okay. Finances, making money again. It's very good. Once that underfloor coming in. Hang on. Let's see, we're gonna have Imola. Underfloor is not gonna be ready until Miami, but oh well, that's okay. Yeah, we're there, but we're not fully there, so optimistic about the rate we can improve the car. But at the same time, we know we probably should have been a little bit faster to kick the season off, so. But hey, you know, 2 podiums, 2 races, not all bad. But there's still some work to do. Hope you guys keep sticking around, keep watching. Melbourne up next. Thanks for watching.